When we plot in MATLAB, essentially we are plotting on what's called a set of axes. A set of axes is located in a figure window. So first things first, the figure function is used to open up a new figure window. A new figure window is going to contain a set of axes that the data is plotted on. So you can just say figure will just open up a new figure window, or you can identify which number. So if you want to always plot on the same figure, you can say figure n. So I like to say figure 1 to plot my first plot, figure 2 for my second one, etc. Just so they're nice in order. 1, 2 is also then going to be the name of the figure window that opens up. So you can open up multiple figures at once, multiple figure windows, and then multiple set of plots or multiple axes can be plotted on a same figure window. If you do not type figure, then a figure window will automatically open once a plotting function is used. So if you just say plot x comma y, it will open up a new figure window. If one isn't open, however, if you have more than one set of data, set of axes, figures that you want to create, it's really good practice to use the figure function. Otherwise, it will always plot over the same figure, plot on the same set of axes in a figure window. And then a figure, creating a new figure opens up what's called a figure tab, where you have a whole set of pieces on your ribbon. You have a figure ribbon then, where you can save your figures, you can copy your figures, you can even edit them, although I encourage you to not necessarily do that, from your figure tab. If you want to close your figure windows, you can just press the close button, or you can use the close function if you want to close all of them. I like to do this at the top of my code too, so it just wipes all of my figure windows clear. The next thing to mention is subplot. So like I said, a figure opens up a new figure window where a set of axes can exist. If you only have one axis, so if you say figure plot, it will take up that entire space, it will plot your data however you want it. Let's say you have 2 lines, it will plot your data, and there you go. There's your nice plot, a nice figure with its axes. However, we can have more than one set of axes in a figure window. And we do that using what's called the subplot function, where the subplot function is going to break up this figure window into subplots or subregions, where each region is going to have its own set of axes. The subplot function requires the number of rows and columns we want to break it up into. So if we have 2 rows, 2 columns, it breaks it up into 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. If we have 3 rows and 3 rows and 2 columns, it breaks it up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can break it up into rows and columns. So this section here, if we had subplot, rows, columns, would break it up into 6 different regions. And then given a specific region, we use the plot number. So this is subplot 3, 2, 1, where it's broken up into 3 rows, 2 columns, and I want the first region. This one here is subplot 3, 2, 4, where it's broken up into 3 rows, 2 columns, and then I want the 4th region. Okay, it goes across by rows for some obscure reason. And then each region then can be followed by plotting. So I would say subplot 3, 2, 4, then plot x, y. So it would create my plot in this 4th region, and there's my data. It's contained in that specific area. The hold command is another useful one. It's not necessarily related to figure and plot, but the hold command is used in order to hold whatever is currently on a set of axes. So if I say figure, and I plot some data, so figure, plot x, y, x, z. If I do another plot, so plot y, z, what happens is this is going to completely delete this one. It's going to be as if it doesn't exist. So this is going to plot on top of, deleting what was there, and create a new plot. If I have hold though, hold on in between these, what that's going to do is that's going to essentially put a static freeze on the axes and plot on top of it. So maybe this is XY, this is XZ, and this is YZ. So if we do hold on, we can just hold whatever is currently on that set of axes and just add to it. And then when we're done with that, we can say hold off. So in general, each hold on should have a corresponding hold off. It's good practice. And then the hold command should be used after a set of axes has been created. So I don't want to do it before I plot data. I want to do it after I plot data if I plan on keeping that data there and just adding to that set of axes.